All right. Okay, we are live. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Guess you guys can somewhat see the car there. All right. So, wait for people to join in. Oh. All right, guys. So, today's live. It's Friday. Wanted to kind of catch up with everybody. What's going on, Kevin? It's going good, man. Give people a few minutes to join in, but basically just talk with you guys, chat with you guys, tell you guys about what's going on. And also, I did mention, if you haven't seen my last video, that I was gonna do the live drawing for my Patreon, so I'll be doing that here early on in the channel, in the live video, just to get that out of the way and do it all live so everyone can see what's going on. So I'll be doing that here in the first part of the video, and probably first few minutes, and then just talk about what's going on, guys. Talk about the car, talk about anything, questions you guys might have, and give you guys, for those that stay on the live, a sneak peek of what's coming to the channel, because it's very exciting and it's a big leap for me. Some big changes, some big financial changes, but we are going to be doing some crazy stuff coming on, so I'm excited. Hopefully share that with you guys. So I'm gonna give a few more minutes for people to come on. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? By the way, Crawford Bock, one of the best beers to drink in Houston. Oh, all right. So we've got 3 people on, and I'm on my phone. You guys see the car there, because I want to be able to show you guys the computer screen for the random drawing and all that, to make sure that everything comes out good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now, so that people don't have to wait or scrub through the video later on to see who the winners are. So if you, the 3 that are watching right now, if you guys haven't been on my Patreons, then I apologize, but we'll get this out of the way, and then we can get more people in and hopefully talk about cars like what I have planned for the Camaro here. So let's go ahead and flip over here. So here we've got obviously my YouTube channel, but right here, guys, here is the list of my Patreons, and I want to go ahead and thank each and every one of you guys. I really appreciate you guys supporting the channel. By the way, if you're not subscribed to my Patreon, it's $5 a month, and obviously that helps me fund my car parts, my gas, things like that, and just help this channel grow more. So I want to go ahead and thank these guys. In my last video, I mentioned I originally planned to do the Patreon so that I originally planned to do the Patreon to give away things every month, and that just didn't happen. A lot of stuff happened along the way, and that kind of fell off the side, and I apologize for that. So this giveaway is going to be for $100. So for the guys that have been my Patreon since February, March, April, May, June, all that, I apologize I haven't been doing monthly giveaways, but starting today, with July's version, up until July, I will be giving the drawing right now for $100. So again, here are the list of the people that were active Patreons as of the end of July. So let's go ahead and find out who will be the $100 winners. So we're gonna go to random.org, and we'll go ahead and refresh this one more time. And if we go back to here, you'll see that there is numbers from, the names are from number 2 to 12. So I've got 11 Patreons right now. So we're going to go from 2 to 12, and let's find out who the winner is. Number 12. So let's go back here. So Gregory Duhan, congratulations. You are going to be the winner of the $100 gift card. So I will message you through Patreon and get your address and all that, so that I can ship you a $100 Visa gift card. Again, thank you guys for supporting the channel, and I will be doing this once a month, hands down, from now on. I am not going to slack off. I have dedicated and made it a priority to do this once a month. So if you guys want to join in on these giveaways, the more people we have on the Patreon account, the bigger the giveaways can be. So thank you guys, and let's get on to the rest of the live video. Determined veteran Jack, congratulations, man. Thank you. I don't know why I said congratulations. I guess congratulations to myself. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat, guys. If you guys aren't following Jack, Determined Veteran, y'all need to go check his stuff out, because he's got some epic stuff. I mean, I have an SS, and I used to have like a Mach 1 Mustang. He's got a ZL1 and a GT350R, which are way better than what I've got going on here. Way faster cars, super awesome. Jack, thank you for the super chat, really appreciate it. And let's get this. Yeah, okay, there we go. So again, Gregory Duhan, I will be getting with you. But now let's get on to the live, guys. And it's Friday, so I just got out of work. And again, if you guys haven't tried a Crawford Bach, make sure you guys try that out. All right, so I'm gonna have to go back through here and see. Let's see, what do we got here? Go back through the comments. Looking for a drag pack for my 2020 SS. Legendary SS. If you, depending on how much you want to spend, you can get very expensive to very inexpensive. Sometimes hard to find the inexpensive stuff, but if you can find VMS wheels drag pack, that is probably the best bang for your buck, and looks wise, they're just very hard to find. Andres, what's going on, man? Jack, again, Determined Veteran, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. It's gonna go towards getting this car fast enough to try to beat your ZL1. Kevin Alonso, how much does it cost you to fill up on E85 in Texas from a close to empty tank? It cost me $35 here in SoCal. So our E85 here in Texas is about, I want to say $1.50 a gallon. So if I'm almost at empty, I'm looking about 16 to 17 gallons to fill up. So I would say, you know, you're looking at about $25 to $30 to fill up, which is crazy when you think about it, because I mean, you're getting all the extra performance at a much cheaper price. And honestly, I haven't, when you look at the miles per gallon, I haven't seen much of a difference, to be honest, on with regards to you know, the amount you can drive in with E85 compared to 93. A lot of people say you run through E85 a lot quicker, and that is true if you are, you know, gunning it and flooring it and just enjoying the car, you know, like most people do when you've got a high performance car. But if you were to just cruise and drive around normally, E85 actually does a really good job. I made a video about a week ago or so, where we went and did a cruise to a car meet. I filled up the car with E85, and I was able to cruise about almost 100 miles and get an average of about 19 miles to the gallon. For a car that has heads, cam, full bolt-on, you know, over 500 horsepower, that is really good. So yeah, I guess on 93 I would be getting almost close to the higher, like low 20 miles to the gallon, 21, 22, but I mean, 1 or 2 miles is not that much of a difference when you have that much of a horsepower difference. So if you guys have E85 around your area, definitely recommend going with E85. By the way, Jack, how's the ZL1 going? I know you were trying to sell that. By the way, guys, for those of you guys that watch this in the live or are watching this afterwards, Determined Veteran Jack has his ZL1 for sale. And it is a beast of a car, really very well maintained. I mean, he's done everything the right way. Go hit him up if you are interested in looking for a ZL1, because he's got a really, really nice ZL1 that he is trying to get rid of. I guess the GT350 is taking over his heart a little bit. I wouldn't blame him though, because that GT350 is over 1,000 horsepower twin turbo car, so that's crazy. a call coming on. Kevin said, I got E85 station like 5 minutes from my house, and it's like 5 in the city I live in. Yeah, man, it's perfect. If you got E85 around you, I mean, it is best bang for your buck. So there you guys have it, guys. Jack, I believe you mentioned you were looking for 65,000, so $65,000. And I'm sure if you guys contact him, he can let you guys know, excuse me, exactly what the price is, the mods and all that, and give you guys squared away. Anyways, guys, it is Friday, and most of my Fridays, you know, I am probably, if the weather is good like it is today, I'm at the track, but today I am not. And that is for a very good reason, and that is because tomorrow I am going to be doing something big and major for the channel. So, you know, for you guys 6 that are here, I'm gonna, or 7 now, I appreciate it. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret as a, you know, appreciation for joining me here. And that is that I am getting a new vehicle for the channel. And keep an eye on what I said, for the channel, not for me. So, yeah, let's just say things are moving pretty quickly, and I got the opportunity to do something and try something, and I'm just gonna go for it. You know, they say if you don't try, then you won't know what the outcome is, if it works or if it doesn't. And I am taking a small little leap of faith. So, you know, we're gonna see how that goes. Jack, yeah, it was actually sprinkling a little bit here. It's been cloudy-ish on and off. I believe there's rain in the forecast for the weekend, so probably best to just stay home and take care of the cars at home, make sure they stay dry. But anyways, guys, for those of you guys that are still on here, I am getting a Honda Grom to give away to one of you lucky subscribers. Yes, that is right. I am giving away a vehicle, I guess you could call it. A Honda Grom is a motorcycle, but it is still a vehicle, and it is a street legal bike that you can drive around town. So that is what I'm going to be giving away. And this is all gonna work. I'll be doing a more dedicated video on that tomorrow. Hopefully you guys will see that video tomorrow or Sunday. But I launched my own website for the merchandise. So I've got these JLS New Era nice trucker hats. And I've also am gonna be launching my black and white Shield logo t-shirts. And so those are all going to be launching probably tomorrow. And for every $20 spent, that will give you guys 1 entry to the giveaway of this Honda Grom. And I'll probably be running the giveaway through about 3 months. And in those 3 months, we are obviously a performance-oriented channel. So we know the Grom is a smaller bike, and it's not very fast, but we plan on building it and making it faster than it is. So whoever gets this Grom, it's not going to be a stock Grom at all. We're going to be doing some modifications performance-wise specifically to make this a more entertaining, more fun Grom overall, and obviously do some more mods in between. But, you know, in celebration of launching the website, I definitely am going to be doing the Grom giveaway. And again, every $20 spent will be 1 entry, and that'll start, I would say, as of today. So if you on the website right now, we currently just have the hats. So if you want to pick up a hat now, that will get you 1 entry into the Honda Grom giveaway. The shirts should be up tomorrow, I believe. I'm waiting on a few packages to come in, but once all that's said and done, those are going to be going live. And I'm excited, guys. It's definitely a little bit scary, I will say. You know, the Groms, although they are on the cheaper end of a bike, it's still quite a bit of money to be dropping down, especially in these times with the way the whole economy and everything's going on. But I am going to be buying it, you know, cash complete, and obviously no financing. I need to have the title to be able to give it away. So I'm going to be getting the Grom and obviously doing a lot of a build series on that. And also, I've got a lot of plans on the Camaros, so there we go. So just because I'm getting the Grom doesn't mean I'm going to be doing stopping the content on the Camaro, guys. The Camaro is actually planned for or scheduled for a cam swap next month. So y'all thought that the Camaro was almost done. No, it's not. We're going to be changing things up again. I mean, that's what this channel's about, trying different configurations, different setups, and show you guys what works, what doesn't work. And that is going to be happening here in the next month. We are swapping out the cam on the car for a different cam, and hopefully that will give us some better times and better performance. But of course, only way to find out is if you do it. So we'll be doing the cam swap on the car and also looking to possibly do the converter. I believe the converters are still a little bit ways out. It takes a bit of time, but I'm hoping maybe we can get the converter in sometime early fall so that we can go out and test in cooler weather and see just what this car is truly capable once you do, you know, the bolt-on stuff. And the converter would definitely qualify as a bolt-on piece, which at the quarter mile makes a very big difference. So definitely still got a lot of content going. We're still going to be going to the drag strip. We have a few things we can adjust on the Nitrous controller. One thing I've noticed, guys, is that, let's put this down here, is that from all the people that are running Nitrous on their LT Camaros, I've been very conservative, very conservative when it comes through to spraying the Nitrous. Jack, I will definitely hit you up on that offer, man, because I am looking to get something like that. Legendary SS, are you going bigger? So I currently have a stage 2. I am going a little bit bigger. I'm going for a stage 3, which also is something that a lot of people are questioning. Can I run a stage 3 cam with a stock stall? Hey, we'll find out. This isn't my daily, so if it does have a little bit of push and go in the stop and go, then we will find that out, and I will definitely let you guys know. And if it drives almost great and not too bad, then you know that might be something you guys can definitely look into if you aren't trying to go and do the cam and convert all at one time. So we're doing all of that, and so where was I going with this? Yeah, so basically the car, even with just those two things going on, the Nitrous itself, guys, there is a lot of people out there with these Camaros that are spraying a 175, 200 shot, you know, and they're doing a full hit right off the bat. You know, as soon as they floor it, the car is full 200 shot of Nitrous. And I am more on the safer side of things. I actually have this thing spraying about 23 to 2400 RPM, and it's a progressive ramp where it sprays 50% and then ramps in to 100% over, you know, about 0.7 seconds, which when I look at my logs and look at my RPM and the way that it shoots up is basically between 2300 and like 3000. So it doesn't really get the full 150 shot until about 3000 RPM. And a lot of people are out there just hammering the 200 shot, which I get is going to make them a lot faster. If we can get our 60 foot down, which the only way to do that is to really pour the power in down low, then, you know, we're going to be running a lot faster than the 994 that we were running. So that is something else that over the next few weeks or months, I am going to be going back to the track with the Camaro, and we're just going to start playing with it. We want to see, you know, we'll dial down the RPM maybe to 1800 or 2000 RPM, and maybe instead of ramping it in over almost a full second, we'll cut it in half to half a second or even less. Or hey, why not just go and try out and see what a full 150 shot will do. With the ramp and using the progressive controller, one thing that does helps and allows me to do is go ahead and try maybe a 200 shot and just ramp it in, progress it inward so that we don't have an initial hit on our, you know, valve train, drivetrain, bottom end and all that. And it's a lot smoother progression. So there's a lot of things we can still play with in the car, guys, and I want to show you guys just what works and what doesn't. So there's a lot of stuff coming to the channel, and of course with the Grom, I'm going to be doing a lot of cool stuff with that and showing you guys, you know, how fun those things can be. So let's see what else we got. Let me go through the comments here. Had one guy, Kevin, are you making the Sierra into a race truck? Kevin, so the Sierra is another build. I've just got a lot of stuff going on right now. So with the Sierra, my plan with that was to make it a nice tow rig, especially for this year. The goal was to try to make it out to like Camaro Con, to LS Fest, to all those big events, GM events. Unfortunately, with the whole current situation, that's not happening anymore. But that was the end goal, and I wanted to get the Sierra to be an awesome tow pig for that. So the Sierra was going to be getting, it is still going to be getting a tune for sure. I've got the cold air intake. I'm going to do the headers and remove the cats. That just overall helps in general. And the end goal for the Sierra is to do an LSA swap. It is an all-wheel drive truck, and like I keep mentioning, an all-wheel drive setup with the LSA instant torque from the Roots blower. Is going to be a really, really fun truck and daily to drive, and surprise quite a bit of cars on the street. Let's see what else we got here. Jack says, are you planning for a cage for NHRA rules? So that is something I've definitely been looking into. Unfortunately, I don't think I want to go with a full-blown like weld-in cage. I've looked at the bolt-in cages, which probably aren't full NHRA style ruled cages, but at least they do help in some aspect. And I'm looking at maybe doing the Studio RSR cage. So that is one thing I'm looking at. But it wouldn't be a true NHRA bolt-in cage or 6-point cage or so. But for a little bit of safety, I do plan on doing maybe the Studio RSR, but other than that, I won't be doing that because, I mean, the car, for as much as I want it to be very fast and stuff, I'm not gonna start digging in welding stuff in cages. That's not what the main purpose of this car is. Let's see, how did you get rid of the AFM? Marco Jimenez asks, how do you get rid of the AFM? So the way you get rid of that is, one, you can tune it out, but two, the biggest way to get rid of it is do your cam and DOD delete. Basically change out the cam and pull the heads off and remove the DOD lifters. There's a full kit that you can do. So most shops, usually when you do a cam, will require you to get the DOD delete kit, and that comes with all new lifters and everything for you to remove the AFM hardware and install just the standard LS7 lifters or upgraded lifters, moral lifters, or whatever you're gonna have. And that will get rid of your AFM, especially once you tune that stuff out. Legendary says, I went stage 3, but car's an M6. Yeah, for you guys that are manual, I mean, driving getting bigger stage cams is very easy. For us torque converter guys, basically, you know, we're stuck with having to upgrade our torque or stall or torque converter. Having to upgrade our torque converter. Man, can't talk right. But you have to upgrade your torque converter so that the car isn't surging or bucking or moving around. So that's kind of where you have to go with. Let's see, what other thing we got here? Small rims will increase your 60-foot. For your NOS will help what you lose in the top end with smaller tires. Yeah, I've seen people go with like a 26-inch tall tire, and I think I'm fine where I'm at. I'm at a 1.5 60-foot with my Nitrous coming in at 2300. Compared to just an NA pool, the car only does like a 1.7, high 1.7, low 1.8 60-foot. So the Nitrous is definitely helping for sure in the 60-foot. But I think you can put it in a lot shorter, a lot earlier, and get that even better. So if I can get a 1.4, maybe a low 1.4, we're looking at possibly going from a 9.9 to a 9.7, maybe 9.6, a high 9.6. So it's definitely got a little bit more into it, but you know, it is what it is. We just got to keep trial and error. Jack, thank you so much, man. You have a good one, and I appreciate you joining in the super chat. Thank you for that. Stay safe, and I'll definitely be talking to you later. Gregory Duhan, hey Greg, congratulations, man. You I don't know if you were here early on, but thank you for being a Patreon supporter. You actually won the $100 Patreon giveaway. I know I had mentioned that I wanted to do those every month, and they kind of fell off by the wayside a little bit, and that was all on me. So this month I decided to do a $100 one, and hopefully every month from now on I'm gonna be getting on it, and hopefully more people can join so we can do bigger, better stuff. So I'll be getting with you, Greg, so that we can get your address so I can get you your $100 Visa gift card. Heavy Chevy, what's going on, man? Marco said, where did you get the kit? I'm trying to put in the Corsa Extreme Catback and need the Dod Delete. Texas Speed sells a pretty good kit. You can get them pretty much most other places. Typically, the shop that does your DOD, your cam install, will get the kit for you. They can get all the parts sourced a lot cheaper. So I would highly recommend that. And if you are doing the DOD Delete, then I would say go ahead and basically, you know, get a cam installed as well, because a lot of stuff has to get torn apart anyways. Oh, hey, there you go. I hadn't even seen that, Greg. If anyone is looking for a 2019 cammed Camaro with 500 wheel horsepower, mine's for sale in Lafayette, Louisiana. Hey, man, that's awesome. Heavy Chevy, it's called Crawford Bach. Highly recommend it. This thing is amazing. It's very smooth. Local beer here, really great. Yes, sir. Whew, man, I gotta say, it is hot in my garage. Let me just open one more garage door. Whew, gotta get a little bit of a flow going here. All right, I am back. Whew. Anyways, so guys, what is going on? I hope everyone is, you know, enjoying yourselves. It's a Friday. I appreciate you guys joining me here. Let's show you guys a little bit of the beast here. It's actually on its street wheels. You guys see I finally put the street wheels back on, and I think it looks great with the drop. What do you guys think? It definitely does not look like a 4x4 now. Really, really awesome. But and by the way, just a little update for those of you guys looking to get a YYZ drop springs. Highly recommend them. They're on the more expensive side of things, drop springs, when it's all said and considered, but they basically feel like driving stock, guys. They're not stiff at all. They are smooth driving, almost OEM feel, but yet give you the nice drop and perform a little bit just as good at the track, at least in my experience. Heavy Chevy said, the black fades into the rear tire so fresh. Hey, yeah, man, it actually worked out really well, right? I mean, it just goes right in there. That is perfect. Yeah, you're right. You know, I get a lot of people that, you know, don't like the stripes. And, you know, I get it. It's not for everybody. But, hey, you got to find a way to stand out in this commonplace of a world. There's no need to try to be like everybody else. But anyways, I appreciate everyone for joining, man. It's a Friday. How's everyone else doing with, you know, the whole current situation? What's going on with you guys' cars? I'd love to hear back from you guys, what you guys got going on. You guys have any questions? I'm just hanging out here, drinking some beer. It's almost gone. It's warm. I need to go get another one. Whenever I talk a lot, you know, that kind of happens, man. I gotta just keep. I gotta start drinking a little bit more. Give me just a second, guys. Let me get another one. And I'm back. Perfect. It's awesome having a fridge, a full-size fridge in your garage, guys, because that is basically the beer fridge. Heavy Chevy said, I had a vacuum leak from my oil catch can. Oh man, really? That's interesting. Typically, you know, I guess depending on how the catch can is routed, it's supposed to be, I guess one of the hoses could have had a vacuum leak, but if the car is idling, it should be sucking air in, unless you're boosted, in which case it can, you know, push air out. But interesting, man. But hey, I'm glad you found it. The little things sometimes are the things that drive everybody nuts, and it can be super simple as just maybe not having a clamp in as tight as it can be. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so one thing I did, guys, for the catch can was I ended up buying the OEM style push-in connectors for my catch can hoses. Mighty Mouse actually sells them, and I believe they're the medium-sized 3/8 version. It's the medium version, and they basically just push lock right into the valley and the intake, so that you don't have to use any worm clamps or just kind of wiggle it in and leave it there sitting there. So that is something that will probably eliminate any type of little leak, as long as you got everything else sealed up right. So cheers to everyone, guys. Marco Jimenez says, what do you think about Corsa exhaust? Man, I would love to have a Corsa exhaust. I think they sound really good. The only problem personally with Corsa is that they're so expensive. I mean, I just can't see myself paying $2,000 for a set of axlebacks. Corsa just released their dual mode exhaust axlebacks, so that you can use your MPP exhaust motors. But at $2,000 for just that little rear section, I just can't see myself spending that kind of money, guys. You're not gonna see the biggest gains like that. So you're better off either just doing dumps for 20 bucks or 30 bucks, or keeping your stock rear mufflers on. What's going on, Kaden? How's the car running, man? Did you get the Kirky seats back on there yet? Let's see, what else we got here? Kevin says, currently got speed engineering headers with X-Pipe, E85, and GM cold air. Was wondering if K-Tech throttle body is worth it. With your current setup, Kevin, personally, I would look into just doing maybe like a ported 95 millimeter. The 103 is probably geared more towards if you get a high ram and you have ported heads and you've got an over the radiator intake or large rotofab intake, or something along those lines. Basically, the 103 is only going to be helpful once you have really opened up everything else. So your heads are ported, your intake manifold is ported, and you've got one of those like high top end manifolds, either the MSD or the high ram, and then of course you've got your big cold air intake. So personally, I think if you want to, you could probably save yourself a little money and go with like a 95 millimeter ported throttle body, or just port your stock 87 millimeter, and you'll see about similar gains, because the 103 is not needed with the current setup that you currently have. Oh. All right. So for those of you guys that are just joining me, make sure to stay tuned. Heavy Chevy, have a good one, man. Thanks for joining me for a little while. Make sure you stay tuned. I'm going to be dropping a pretty awesome video, hopefully tomorrow afternoon or Sunday. And I will be picking up a Honda Grom and giving that away, guys. So you don't want to miss out for the details on that. make sure you guys keep an eye out on everything. Marco Jimenez says, when's the big wang coming up? It's never coming, guys. Marco, I am not doing the big wang. I am happy with the anvil notched 6th gen spoiler there that you see back there. I am definitely not going to be doing the big wang. That's just not my style. Not a big deal. Not a big fan of that stuff. Kanan, man, that's awesome, dude. That is great. I'm sure that those Kirky seats are going to make a big difference. Weight reduction is everything, especially whenever you're, you know, trying to get that little bitty out of the car. We definitely need to go run the cars again, man. It's been a while. Last time we ran them, we both have made quite a bit of different changes, so definitely got to get those cars back together and get some ideas of where we're hanging now. Legendary SS mentioned, did you run an underdrive pulley? Yes, I did. I do have the, I believe it's the ATI 10% underdrive pulley or something like that. I want to say, but it's the run-of-the-mill ATI underdrive pulley. So the car, as it sits, guys, the car has pretty much every bolt-on except for the torque converter, except for the stall. It's got an underdrive pulley, it's got the MSD ported, it's got the bigger ported throttle body, it's got the cold air intake, it's got the ported heads, it's got the cam, it's got the headers, and it's got E85. And it's crazy when you actually do the math and think about it. That's only like about 6 different things that you have to do to these cars. Underdrive pulley, cold air intake, throttle body, intake manifold, heads, cam, well, I guess a little bit more, headers, and 85. 8 things, and you are going to be running a 10-second quarter mile. That is insane. That is crazy to think about where these cars are now. And then if you add the torque converter, then you're easily into the mid-10s, low-10s, you know, all day long with a good drag pack. So, all right, there you guys have it. The key to a mid to low 10-second Camaro NA, it just takes 10 things. Cold air intake, throttle body, manifold, heads, cam, drag pack, headers, E85, and then underdrive pulley, and crap, forgetting one more. Anyways, basically it doesn't take that much to run mid to low 10. Oh, and torque converter. So 10 things will get you guys running into the mid to low 10s. Obviously, of course, it goes without saying, attuned, but you could probably get all 10 things for around under $12,000, guys. Which it sounds like a lot. Obviously, yes, it does. Don't get me wrong. That is a lot, but considering the car can be had for about 35 to 40,000, you're looking at about $50,000, give or take, to have a car that's NA and runs mid to low 10s all day long in the middle of the summer. I mean, I don't know how you can get anything better than that. That is amazing. Kevin Long said, what's your favorite soccer team? Kevin, I don't really have one. I've never really got into soccer as much, so I don't really have a favorite soccer team. I have a favorite football team, and you guys might kind of guess what that is, and that's the Houston Texans, even though they're, you know, always hurting there, but, you know, soccer teams, I don't really have a soccer team. So that gives me an idea of a video to do, guys. How to get a mid to low 10-second Camaro SS, and it'll be the 10 things you need to do. So keep an eye out for that video. Much better now that I opened up the other garage, and you can kind of see, got the truck there as well. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead, and I want to just talk about a couple things now. Now that I've got it in my mind, and that is dyno numbers. One of the main things that I keep seeing, and I get a lot of questions on, is what did your car make on the dyno, and basically it seems like people want to use dyno numbers to compare where their car is compared to others. And the first thing you do is you tell somebody, hey, my car made this much on the dyno, and then next thing you know, someone else like, oh, well, mine made this much. Why did yours make so little? Or are you sure yours made that much? Because that seems pretty high. Like, it's just back and forth, guys. And you do not. Dynos are only to do comparisons. That's all it is. And comparisons within your own car. You have to do it on the same dyno. And here is a big example. For those of you guys that watched my last Mexico racing video, I ran a silver 6th gen Camaro. Now, he did have a passenger. I would say, obviously full weight. I had my dumps out the back and my passenger seat and my upper rear seat removed. So, I mean, my car has got some weight reduction, but I wouldn't say it's crazy weight reduction. It's a very simple weight reduction. But the gentleman had a cam head set up with a Holly high ram. He mentioned that he had put down 602 horsepower at a shop's dyno here in Houston. Okay,